Hello and welcome to Rema, Relationship and Marriage. My name is Enefia Duncan, and today we are going to be talking about rules of courtship for ladies. Rules of courtship for ladies. Now, this is for ladies who want men to propose to them. You have a particular man that is coming around you and you want him to propose to you faster than normal, then you apply these rules. Now, there are many rules, but I chose five of them that I want to share with you, which, in my opinion, if you can stick to these five, you're pretty much good to go. So, are you ready? Let's dive into it immediately. Now, these rules presume some things. Number one, that you get a life. What I mean by getting a life, that you are doing something, you are pursuing something. Either you're pursuing your education, or you're pursuing a career, or you are doing business, you are working, have a job, looking towards the future, planning for your future. Just have a life. Why? Because no man wants to take in a liability. No man wants that, especially during these hard times. No man wants to take in a liability. Your beauty will not be enough. You have to be industrious, you have to be hardworking enough to attract a man to you. So, beauty may bring them, but it's not going to keep them. So, have a life, number one. Number two, that you are decent. Decent in character and in your physical appearance. Don't go around wearing dirty wrapper with one thing on your head and think that men will want to propose to you. No, look beautiful, dress neat, spray some nice female cologne or perfume, and when the man smells it, he turns around. All right? Because men are attracted by what they see. So they must first be attracted to you before these rules can start to apply. So when those two are on ground, you have a life and you're decent and you're out there, people can see you, and somebody comes around, then you start operating the rules. Rule number one, let the man lead. What I mean by letting the man lead is let him be the one to approach you. Don't give him green lights. Don't stare at a man to show that you are interested in him. Don't give a man any sign that you're interested in him. Don't wink at him. Don't give him the eye. Don't give him green light. You all know what I mean by green light. Neither will you give him red light. Don't boom or any other thing like that. Just remain neutral. Be yourself. Look unattached. Especially the ones that you want to come to you. Don't even look at them. All right. Let them be the one to lead. Also on dates too. Let them lead. Let them do the talking. I know this is difficult for women who like to talk, but let them talk initially. That's the beginning of the relationship. Let them talk and you do the listening. Remember, this is courtship. And courtship entails that you listen. You listen to what he's saying and what he's not saying too at the same time. All those things are important. So let him lead. If he doesn't introduce you to his friends, you don't introduce your friends to him too. If he doesn't introduce you to his family, then you remain vague about your family too. Let him lead in everything. All you do is reciprocate or you respond. Now, reciprocating is different from response. This is not a linguistic class or semantic class. You know what they mean, all right? That doesn't mean that you should follow him hook, line, and sinker. No, you must set boundaries. Even before you start going on a date with anybody, you must set boundaries. These boundaries are there to protect you. The boundaries are there to ensure that you are not abused in any way. The boundaries are there so that you will gain your respect too. So set boundaries. Anyone that doesn't have boundaries it's more or less a loose person, and no man wants a loose person. So set boundaries. Let him lead, but when he wants to cross those boundaries, you are firm, but you are nice about your firmness. Right? So let him lead in everything. Let him lead. Let him set the dates. Let him let him just lead. Just leave him. Let him flow. Let him be the one chasing you. Don't chase him. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Let him be the one chasing you. Don't chase him. All right. Number two, be honest, but be mysterious. Be honest, but be mysterious. Don't tell him everything about you. Don't let him know your schedule. Don't let him know your itinerary. All right? Let certain things about you be a mystery to him. Hide yourself. Now, you can reveal these things later on when he has proposed to you and you are at the altar or whatever. All right? But let certain things about you be a mystery. This is so that he will keep running after you. He will be more interested in you. Men love mysteries. They like solving mysteries. So when you are vague about a lot of things about your life, all right, it keeps him interested. Don't open up totally to him. Don't pour all your garbage on him immediately. All right, you can pour it gradually later on. All right, but let him see your positives. Keep your negatives aside. Don't talk too much as a lady. Be vague. All right, be honest, but be mysterious. Don't tell him everything about you. Don't talk down on your family or let him know too much about your family. If he doesn't talk about his too, like I said, let him lead. If he doesn't talk about his family, then you don't talk about your family too. All right? So let him lead, be honest, but be mysterious. Let a lot of things about you be a mystery. Number three, don't walk towards commitment. Walk away from commitment. That way you keep him pursuing you, not you pursuing him. When you're walking towards commitment, you make him relax on his hours. He said this one is already head over heels in love. Even though that may be the way you feel, but don't let it show in your actions. All right? You may be head over heels in love with this guy, but don't let him know it. When he knows it, he starts taking you for granted. So walk away from commitment. What do I mean by walking away from commitment? Just let him play hard to get, but easy to live with. He calls you, set a time limit for that call. Right? After 10 minutes, end the call. Right? Give him an excuse, just end the call. Every call he calls, make sure you are the one to end it. Every date you go on, make sure you are the one to end it. All right? Always be the one walking away from any kind of commitment. All right? Not towards any commitment. Don't go out with him every day. Don't go out with him every day. Let there be times that he wants to book a date with you and you let him know that you are busy. And like I said, be vague sometimes. Don't say, oh, sorry, I have an engagement. I won't be able to make it. Probably some other time. All right? Be very, very nice about it. And also give him hope for some other time too. Right? So always walk away from commitment. Don't walk towards commitment. Let him be the one pursuing all the time. That will make him propose faster. Number four, set boundaries. Like I said earlier on, set boundaries. I want to give you two particular boundaries in particular. Number one, no sex until after marriage. Number two, no cohabitation until after marriage. I specify these two because these two have to do directly with marriage, giving him the privileges of marriage without the commitment. Cohabitation is a privilege of marriage. Sex is a privilege of marriage. Don't give him those two until you have married him. Even after he has proposed, it's not a license to sleep with him. It's not a license to even move in with him. Proposal does not equal to marriage. Until the deed has been done in church, signed, sealed, bam, delivered, before you give it to him. All right? See, men fall easily in love and they fall fast out of love. When you give a man the privileges of marriage before marriage, you don't put the heat on him to get the thing done. So don't give it to him. And also, this is to protect you, the lady. When sex is involved, all the odds are against you. You are the one that gets pregnant. If he doesn't want it, you are the one that will go through an abortion. All the odds are against you. Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. Remember, sex is a primary need of men. So when you deny him that one, you want to do the right thing fast. Don't think you're keeping him by giving him sex. Actually, you're losing him. That's the truth of the matter. You're losing him. So don't give him that sex. Don't give him the privileges of marriage without commitment. Now, there are other boundaries and barriers that you can set. I leave that one to you for your own discretion. But these boundaries and these barriers, set them in stone. What I mean is that they are unbreakable. Because immediately you start compromising on some of these barriers, your walls are falling down. Once you compromise on one, you start compromising on the other, compromise until your valleys don't hold any water any longer. So make sure you set boundaries, stick to them. Also, be nice, but be firm. Lastly, number 5, have a time frame for the courtship. My sister, you can't wait forever. You cannot wait forever for a man to make up his mind about what he wants. Tops for me is 6 months, 1 year. If he has not proposed within that time, share the grace with him and move on. That is the truth. Whatever his excuse is irrelevant. I want to finish school. Why did you even come in the first place if you did not finish school? I want to get so and so amount of money. Badalash. Anybody that wants to marry will marry. Anybody that is serious about marrying you should propose within that time frame. 6 months, 1 year courtship is enough for a man to make up his mind about what he wants. And when he proposes, please, that proposal should come with a tentative date for the wedding. Not that he will propose to get some benefit from you. Yes, a lot of men do that. They propose to you, and then you open up to them. They sleep with you, have the benefits of marriage, and then they dump you. No, proposal does not equal to marriage. When the proposal lands, you say, okay, this is your proposal. I've accepted it. When do you think the wedding is going to hold? Like even before you meet your parents or any other, but you have that tentative date in your mind. Anything that you have not set a date for will not happen. So set a date for it. All right? Let proposal not be a stunt for him to get you into bed or to get some other privileges of marriage from you. All right? I hope with these few points of mine, you will know how to go about your courtship, and God will give you favor, and the guy will propose. And don't fail to send me an IV to the marriage. Right? Thank you very, very much. Now, next week, I will be doing still something for the ladies, red flags for courtship. I'm going to give you 5 solid red flags that you have to watch out for during your courtship. And then after that, I will deal with the guys. So until next week, next episode, thank you very much for watching. Please share this message with your friends, subscribe, like it, and see you next week.